Beginning. The Queen of Zardan 5. My name is Tyron Hale, ambassador in training for the Terran Union, which is a fancy way of saying I mostly carry bags and agree with things diplomats say during negotiations. But that all changed when the Terran Union sent me to Zardan 5, the most isolated, feared, and mystical empire in our quadrant. Their ruler, Queen Seraphis, was unlike any monarch in the known galaxy. She was rumored to be ancient, a telepath, half goddess, half warrior, able to break a ship in half with her mind. No one in the Terran Union had ever spoken more than 5 words to her. She rejected treaties, avoided alliances, and never revealed her face. So, of course, they sent me, the rookie. When I first entered her throne chamber, my breath froze. The air shimmered from energy. Columns of crystal spiraled to the ceiling. Guards lined the walls, towering armored warriors with glowing blue eyes. And in the center, a throne made of a single carved shard of obsidian. On it sat the queen, draped in layers of silver cloth, armored gauntlets resting on her knees, and a mask of polished black stone that hid every feature except 2 eyes, glowing radiant gold. Her voice echoed like a soft storm. "Human envoy," she said. "Step forward." I did, barely keeping my composure. "For what purpose does your union request an audience?" My brain scrambled. The diplomat who was supposed to lead this meeting had fainted outside due to atmospheric shock, leaving me to improvise the entire negotiation. I swallowed. "To discuss peace." She stared at me, silently, unmovingly, like a judge waiting for me to embarrass myself further. I felt sweat forming at the back of my neck. So, naturally, I made a joke. "You know," I said, "diplomacy would be a lot easier if every queen in the galaxy was as calm and elegant as you. You'd make a sweet wife." The entire chamber went silent. The guards froze. My life flashed before my eyes. I regretted everything I'd ever done. The universe paused. Then, the queen stood up. Slowly, deliberately. She descended the steps of her throne, approaching me with predatory grace. Her eyes glowed brighter, and she whispered one word. "I accept." I stopped breathing. "You what?" "You offered yourself," she said, voice soft but unyielding. "I accept your proposal." "That wasn't, I was a joke." She tilted her head. "Zardonians do not joke about marriage." I nearly fainted. The acceptance of a joke. Before I could correct the misunderstanding, her advisors and high priestesses rushed into the chamber, speaking rapidly in Zardonian. One of them bowed to me. "It is decided," she said. "By ancient custom, the queen has accepted your proposal. The bonding rituals will begin in 3 solar days." "Bonding what now?" The queen lifted a hand, silencing all voices. "Leave us," she commanded. Everyone left. The doors sealed shut. Only she and I remained. I tried to breathe normally. "Your Majesty," I said, trying to salvage my dignity. "There's been a terrible misunderstanding. Humans joke about things like that. It's not a real proposal." She stepped closer, so close her presence felt like electricity across my skin. "You spoke with sincerity," she said. "No, actually. You admired me." "I mean, yeah, but..." "You declared interest in unity." "Absolutely not what I..." "You honored me before my court." I froze. Her voice softened. "On my world, such words are binding. You offered yourself." I accepted. "There is no misunderstanding." I put my face in my hands. "I am going to die," I whispered. "On the contrary," she said gently, "you will live as my consort." My legs almost gave out. "You hardly know me," I protested. She gave a small hum. "Then we will learn one another. Come." She extended her hand. Her gauntlet shimmered, revealing a glowing palm marked with intricate sigils. I didn't take it. She raised an eyebrow. Do humans not show trust? I show trust, I said quickly. Just not all at once. Especially with women who could vaporize me with their eyebrows. Her eyes glowed brighter, amusement. Maybe even amusement. You may speak your fear, she said. But fear is not needed. I exhaled slowly. Okay, before I become your whatever, can we talk about this? Like two adults. She nodded. Very well. Walk with me. Middle, the queen without a mask. She led me through the crystal gardens, glistening structures grown from living mineral flora. Purple vines pulsed with energy. Stone blossoms opened and closed like breathing lungs. You're different from other humans, she said suddenly. How? You do not grovel. You do not flatter me with false, honeyed words. You speak freely, boldly, honestly. Honestly, I think I'm about to have a heart attack. She turned her masked face toward me. That, too, is honest. She continued walking, and I followed like a helpless puppy. Why did you joke about marriage? She asked. I panic talk, I admitted. When I'm scared, my brain throws words out like confetti. She stopped walking. And was it empty? She asked softly. What do you mean? Did you speak without meaning? Without truth? I hesitated, because, truthfully, she was calm, regal, powerful in a way that demanded respect. Yes, she scared me, but also, she fascinated me. So I said the truth. It wasn't empty. You're impressive. Anyone can see that. Her breath caught. Very faint, very subtle, but I heard it. We walked deeper into the garden. Eventually, she stopped at a stone balcony overlooking the city, spires of glowing metal rising into the twilight sky. This world, she said quietly, has been ruled by my bloodline for 1,000 years. Every queen accepts a consort, but I have refused them all. Because they weren't good enough? No, she said, because they all desired power, status, control. She turned to me. But you desired none of that. Your words were pure. Unintended, perhaps, but pure. I rubbed the back of my neck. Look, even if it wasn't a real proposal, I didn't mean to offend you or insult your culture. You did neither. Then why accept? Her masked face inclined gently. Because no one has ever spoken to me like that, without fear, without wanting anything from me, without treating me like a goddess or a weapon. A long silence followed. Then she said, very quietly, so I accepted your offer. The unmasking. After an hour of conversation, she led me to a private chamber, a circular hall lined with shimmering curtains of energy. She stepped into the center. If you are to become consort, she said, you must know the truth of who I am. Before I could speak, she raised her hands. Light blossomed around her fingertips. The mask cracked, split, and fell away in shards of obsidian. She revealed her face, and I forgot how to breathe. Her skin was moonlit silver, smooth as polished stone. Ethereal rune lines glowed along her cheekbones. Her eyes, still gold, shimmered with depth, warmth, and a hidden vulnerability I never imagined. She was breathtaking, not monstrous, not terrifying, beautiful. She waited silently, watching my reaction. I forced my voice to work. You're not what the rumors say. A faint smile touched her lips. And what do the rumors say? That you're a 10-eyed, mind-eating battle demon. Her smile widened. And now you see the truth. Yes, I whispered. You're stunning. Her breath hitched. You speak boldly again. I'm speaking honestly. A glow warmed her cheeks, her version of blushing. She took a small step toward me. Then you accept the bond? I didn't say that. She leaned closer. You think me beautiful. I mean, yes, but you would not shame me if we united. Wait, what? Then you do accept. And oh, wait, Seraphis, you're skipping so many steps. She tilted her head. What steps? Dating. Dating. Getting to know each other. Spending time together. Talking about normal things, not marriage ceremonies and sacred bonding rituals. She blinked slowly. This is the human way? Yes. Strange, she said, but acceptable. I sighed in relief. Then she added, we will begin immediately. Oh no, the strangest date in the galaxy. Our first date was a feast, Zardonian tradition, which meant eating alien fruits that glowed, dishes that floated, and an appetizer that tried to crawl off the plate. She watched me with intense curiosity. Humans use utensils for everything, she observed. You eat with your hands. We eat with honor. I don't know what that means. You will. After dinner, she took me to the training grounds. You will learn combat. Why? So you can protect yourself. From what? From my enemies. Or from me. Should the bond overwhelm you. What? Nothing, she said quickly. Continue eating. This woman would be the death of me. But strangely, I liked her. Her seriousness. Her intensity. Her honesty. Her complete lack of social awareness. And she liked me too. That much was obvious. Climax. The attack on the palace. On the fourth night, alarms blasted through the palace. Explosions shook the towers. Her guards rushed into her chamber. Your Majesty, the rebel sect breaches the northern spire. Seraphis grabbed her staff, energy crackling around her. They come for my throne, she said. They come to kill me. I'm not letting that happen, I shouted. She froze. You would stand with me? Obviously. Her expression softened. Then fight at my side. She led me to the palace balcony where rebels, heavily armed, stormed the courtyard. She unleashed a blast of golden force that sent attackers flying. I grabbed a defensive energy shield from a fallen guard and covered her flank. Explosions lit the sky. Blaster fire scorched the walls. A rebel sniper targeted her. I dove in front of her, lifting the shield just in time. The bolt hammered into it, almost breaking my wrist. Seraphis stared at me. You protected me, she whispered. Of course. Her eyes glowed brighter than ever. Together, we fought our way through the assault until the last attacker fell and the courtyard stood silent. Panting, bruised, covered in scorch marks, I turned to her. We make a pretty good team, I said breathlessly. She stepped closer. You showed bravery without hesitation, loyalty without command, love without intention. I didn't say love. You didn't need to. She touched my cheek softly. You have my heart, human. Ending. The real proposal. The next morning, she summoned me to the throne room. This time no guards. No court. Just us. She stood before me, unmasked, radiant. You came to my world by accident, she said. But you changed my fate by choice. I swallowed. Seraphis, I wasn't serious that first day. I know, she said, but your heart is sincere now. She stepped closer. I will ask this not as queen, but as a woman. My heartbeat thundered. Tyrant Hale, she whispered, will you choose me freely? Not by accident, not by fear, but by your own will. I stared at her strength, her vulnerability, her terrifying honesty, her unexpected gentleness. And I realized I did want her. I wanted this fierce, awkward, unstoppable queen. So I took her hands in mine. Yes, I said softly. I choose you. Her golden eyes glowed like stars. Then, she whispered, I accept. Truly. She leaned forward. Her forehead touched mine. And in that moment, the entire palace lit with golden light, the ancient bond sealing itself between us. Not because of a joke, not because of tradition, but because two people from different worlds chose each other. Freely, completely, forever.